Hello and welcome to Read, Rant, Repeat. Today we are going to be discussing One of Us is Lying. I'm your host, Emily, and let's get into it. I have with me today Erin Mahoney and Amanda Leone. Just a warning, there will be tons of spoilers, so if you have not read the book, no worries, take a month to read it, do whatever you want, take your time, and then come back and join us for the show. So, let's get started. So the book One of Us is Lying is about 5 teenagers who all go into detention. They end up going to their chemistry room because they were all caught with a phone. But the trick is that none of them owned the phone. It was set up and it was this whole crime scandal thing. And one of them, Simon, does not come out alive. So the 4 other teenagers left try and solve the mystery.
Okay.
So yeah.
That was the perfect description of the book.
I know, first time going for it.
Okay.
So, the author said if she were to describe the book with emojis, she'd use the phone, scream face, and police. Today, we have a list of scenes that we are going to react to ourselves for some emojis.
Okay.
So, let's get into it. So, let's grab some markers and grab some paper.
There we go. Okay.
I want some. So a big thing that happened in the book was Cooper coming out, and it was kind of a big deal because he was named for Cooperstown. It's a big baseball kind of thing that goes on. And he had to come out, and it was very hard. It was very surprising just because of the way he did it with his boyfriend, Chris. So please explain your emojis.
This sounds really loud.
Oh no, this isn't going to be a circle. Do you do more than one? Or just...
You can do whatever you want.
I just did 2.
Are you going to do 2? Because you have 2 reactions to it?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right, let's see what your emojis were. Your personally shocked faces.
It's the OMG face.
Yeah, the oh my god, what just happened?
Yep, I did the same, but I also did a smiley face because it's good.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like a ghost. But
That's fine. When you guys found out about it, I know for me, when he was texting back and forth with Chris, he left it with a K. Did you think that he was cheating on his girlfriend with another girlfriend, or did you kind of suspect that he was gay?
when he first said it, when he was telling it to his girlfriend, it kind of sounded suspicious.
Yeah.
He was just kind of oh yeah, it's a kid that I met at baseball camp that is German. And I was that's definitely a lie there. But it actually wasn't. And I was oh,
Interesting.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, anyways, how about Nate being blamed for everything? What did you guys think about that? Personally, I thought it was just too easy.
I
Do you know
think
what I mean?
that it's not
Bad.
fair that just because he has a bad record behind him, that doesn't mean that he does everything bad now.
Exactly.
So.
A little sad face.
Kind of sad.
Aw.
I don't know.
Oh,
I feel
actually-
he was just an easy target, and they just were done with the case.
Yeah.
They're well,
Have a
he's
different
kind of a
color.
criminal already, so
Exactly.
I guess they thought nobody would fight for him to get out,
Yeah.
which is kind of mean.
Which is not true. Not true at all, because
Bronwyn.
Bronwyn.
I think.
Bronwyn. I'm going to
Bronwyn.
butcher that name all throughout the show, so I do apologize. But she fought for him, which was nice.
I think that he should be mad, so I drew that awful mad face.
Angry face.
Yeah.
So we were actually fortunate enough to have a sit-down talk with the author, so why don't we just go on to that?
I kept a journal off and on from the time I was in 2nd grade until I was in college. The character of Addie has a boyfriend who seems devoted at first, but is actually very controlling. I had one of those in high school, and although my relationship was much less dramatic than what plays out in One of Us is Lying, I wanted to highlight for young women and young men how easy it is, especially early in your dating life, to make the mistake of believing that possessive equals romantic. I've also had people close to me get caught up in addiction like Nate, and I wanted to show that anger and empathy and hope and love for that person can all coexist when you're in that situation. I named Cooper after someone I worked with right out of college. He was from Mississippi, and every time he picked up the phone, he would draw, "This is Cooper," and it was really cute, and for some reason that just stuck with me. So when I decided to write a Southern ball player, that was the name I chose. Bronwyn originally had a different name, but it didn't fit her. And I was writing at my son's baseball game one night, and a young girl was using a very sophisticated argument to convince her parents that she should be allowed to get another hot dog. And they finally said, "All right, Bronwyn," and I realized that was a much better name. And as for Simon, I just liked the name, and it fit the character. It's possible I will revisit the Bayview High universe down the road, but that doesn't happen in Two Can Keep a Secret. Film rights have already been sold to Universal, and a television series is in development with the E! Network. So if everything goes well, you'll be able to see it as a series one day that would be similar to a Netflix original.
All right, and we're back. So now that we went through like all the emojis and all that stuff, we're going to talk about music. So what kind of music would you guys picture when you were reading this book?
You know those like in the movies where it's like dun dun, like the scary.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, it's like that happening constantly. So that's what I thought of. There's not really a song.
I don't know if
Yeah.
anybody knows like this band, but it's like Rex Orange County.
I do not.
I listen
No,
like
I don't.
their type of music. It's kind of like it gets like it's like a little slow, and then it gets like really like upbeat at parts, and then it just gets really slow again.
Okay.
I feel like that could be used.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just really like them, so I'm kind of biased.
That are like reality television like music, like, you know, when there's like a big fight going down and they have like the background music that you don't really hear until you've like seen it so many times that you didn't recognize it.
Yeah.
I know. I thought of like Dance Moms when like Abby
Oh
Lee
my
Miller's
God.
coming at them and that music going on.
Okay.
But yeah, so mysteries are the second most popular adult read genre of fiction. So did you guys figure anything out while you were reading before the characters did?
Yes and no.
All right, why don't you start us off?
Okay. I kind of had a feeling that Simon committed suicide because it didn't, the way that it was written down, it didn't really work like someone could have done it. So I knew that he was acting weird and that no one could have done it if they were all up. So I kind of knew.
You? Anything else, Erin?
Yeah, I kind of like figured that Simon had done it like to himself because it just all seemed so staged. Like the car accident, it was just
Like,
like
it just
if you have a car
happened like
accident,
that,
you don't like just leave. You usually like get each other's insurance and stuff. And then the teacher left the room to go check on it. And as soon as the teacher left, like they looked out and the cars were gone already. And then
So it's like-
the way that like Simon got up in front of the class and he like assigned everybody a role or whatever, like before he drank the water, like why wouldn't he just drink the water without saying anything?
Yeah,
like I don't know.
You know, be quiet, drink water.
It just kind of seems so dramatic.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like something that would take place in the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I don't know.
It'd actually be like a really good movie if you
It
like.
would be.
that would
Yeah,
be
hint,
really-
hint, movie makers, pick up this book and
Yeah.
read it and make a movie about it.
Now, like, it'd be really good.
Personally, me, I think the friend Janae,
Yeah.
Janae's Simon's friend, I knew like she had something to do with it because it was just too suspicious. And every time we had a scene with her, I got so creeped out. I was like, just figure it out. She's gonna do something to one of the
Yeah.
other kids. Like,
Yeah.
figure it out already. But so what did you think about the love going on? Because romance is the second most popular young adult fiction book that's read. So did you think like the whole Chris and Cooper relationship was good? What about the Rowan and Nate relationship?
I like based on like the fact that the book was influenced by The Breakfast Club, I kind of expected for like Nate and Bronwyn to
Yeah.
get together because
Yeah.
it's kind of like the popular like smart kid goes with the like criminal person that's
Yeah.
like the bad boy, I guess.
Yeah, the like
and
bad
that kind of
influencer.
happens like in The Breakfast Club. So I kind of figured that would happen, but I didn't think that Cooper would be like gay with
Chris.
Chris. Like
yeah.
I didn't think that was kind of surprising, but I mean,
A nice twist to it.
yeah, it
To
was.
make it better. Personally, I enjoyed it because it wasn't like the love relationships took over the entire story. It was a good mix, but it wasn't like it overpowered everything else that
Yeah.
went on, which was kind of nice. But So did you two like imagine any places like around our town that would happen? Like rooms, classrooms that you've been in, situations?
Yeah.
A few,
Yeah.
maybe.
Like,
I
at
don't
the
know.
high school, like in the classroom at the high school, I figured it would be like in one of the classrooms at the high school that has like the big windows on like one of the sides of the rooms where you can look out into the parking lot. And I could just see like the accident happening in like the senior lot because it's so crowded in there.
All of the kids running out in their
honestly-
minivans.
Yeah, I always pictured like where Simon died. I always pictured it like in the 6th grade health room. I have no clue why. I don't know. It's just the setup. The desks are like how I think it would be in the desk, like the teacher's desk, and the windows are like right there. So the parking lot is right there. So I'm like, that's what I always pictured in my mind.
Yeah. And even in our town, there's an old abandoned house that we have seen. So I've pictured
Mostly
that.
everyone's seen
Yeah.
it. Mostly like everyone's, I think, seen it. So
Yeah. So I always picture that that's where Nate lived, which is kind of mean to say, but
that's how the book described it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, so we wanted to test our sleuthing skills like the characters did in the book. So we took our own time and went down to our town library and had a little adventure ourselves. So let's get right into that.
Okay, so the beginning of our scavenger hunt is let's play, and Erin, I believe, did you say too, Emily? Thought that meant start the playground. Here is your first clue. There it is for Go ahead, guys, be aggressive. You have less than 4 minutes for each clue.
What? Oh, I know. I was looking at that.
I don't know how to do these things.
Oh, we're supposed to. Are we supposed to do it? Okay, wait.
Oh wait, 5, 4, 3. Oh, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we need 4 here, right? And then 3 here. Lead you to the shape.
What shape does that look like? Erin even guessed it early.
I did. A triangle?
Yeah.
Can we go down the mini slide?
Okay.
Call number.
Okay, so we call it. Where can we find a call number?
Yes, where can you find a call number?
To the library. Children's activities. It's gonna go down to. Wait, but there's multiple. Double wood fire. Find her.
So what are ways you can find out what that word means?
On this grassy. Okay.
Grassy knoll. Card 2. We're missing the spade. Okay.
It's for a card?
Off the bench.
It's which suit?
It's a spade.
I have a feeling that it's around.
See a yellow thing right there.
Do you see it, Michael?
Is it that yellow thing right there?
Yeah.
What yellow thing? This thing? What yellow thing?
I'm not sure if that's what it is or not. The yellow diamond right there?
Or something?
No.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
Okay, where's the clue say again? After church, where can you go to pick up some Sunday dessert? Have a seat. Have a seat. BS is on the back. The bench.
R, so B-Y, by.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Bye. And
P,
Yep.
Z.
Yep.
by PZ.
Yeah.
By pizza?
Yes.
Riva?
Yes.
Pizzeria?
Good girl.
Okay.
First.
First dash BI.
That Roman numeral.
His third dedication at the skateboard park. Oh, in loving memory of our wonderful parents and grandparents.
Is that it?
Yep. Oh!
You don't want to rip it. Okay.
Hold on. You win. DQ small cones.
Yay! That's it. You did it. You guys are awesome sleuths.
Thank you.
Okay, wow.
Well, welcome back. That was fun. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was a cool adventure for a little.
You didn't
Night
want
out.
it to end. You're like, oh, it's over.
I know. I wanted to keep going and going and going. But yeah, we had a good time. So now we're gonna kind of discuss like why we dressed this way. So as you all know, the book was based off of or inspired by the Breakfast Club like theme song that was at the end of it, where it's like, "Don't you forget about me." No one else gonna sing with me? Okay. Don't. But yeah. So let's kind of explain who we're all dressed as.
Yeah.
Who wants to start?
I guess I'll go.
Okay.
I'm just like in a tank top and t-shirt, tank top and like shorts, cause like it's sporty-ish. So I guess I just did that.
There you go. And then you, Erin?
So, I guess I'm dressed as Bronwyn, like the smart person.
Mm-hmm.
So the only like collared thing that I had, sort of, and then I just wore like boots, and they were kind of cute. So I feel like I would wear this to school.
And then I'm kind of like Addie. I don't know, prep girl kind of thing. But this is the Breakfast Club photo that we kind of went off of all of our outfits on, the one right back there. We can look at it.
Yep.
And then we kind of figured that Simon would be the girl who's wearing the sweater back there, kind of the outcast.
Yeah.
So comparing characters from those books and stuff like that. Who do you think you would be, like, how would you react in the scene when Simon dies? How
Be
would
a little
you
freaked
think?
out.
Like, what character do you think you related most with? Like, you know how some of them kind of just stood back? Like, I know Addie said that she felt kind of guilty because she just stood there and watched. She didn't really do anything, while, like, everyone else was, like, calming everyone down. Cooper took a step in.
I mean, I'd definitely be nervous to take a step in. I guess I would, but like, I'd definitely be like, I don't think I'd be Addie just sitting there and watching, but I'd be one of those people who are trying to like make him calm and trying to help, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Not too much. So, as we just said that everyone thinks that this book is similar to The Breakfast Club, what were the main similarities that you noticed, or maybe the smaller details that you could have overlooked if you were reading the book?
They all have to write letters. Like, they have to write, like, I guess the teacher assigns them, like, an essay to write, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And then they get stereotyped, like the princess and the
definitely
criminal.
the
Yeah.
characters. Like, there's princess and the like bad boy and the nerd and
I know that's
everyone
like
plays
a
a role.
big thing.
Yeah.
And like the end of the movie when they're reading the letter over that they write to the teacher in the Breakfast Club, like they each say what stereotype they are, and they're like, "I'm okay with that."
Yeah.
It's like a huge
I like
happy
being
moment. And then they, when Simon, like before he drinks a cup of water, he says like, "You're that stereotype, and you're that one, and you're that one." So,
I thought that was a little odd.
yeah.
Dramatic. Very dramatic.
Yeah.
They're like, he's like, you're this and you're that and you're that. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah, there you go. And then everyone has also said that it's similar to 13 Reasons Why, and we have our poster over here of 13 Reasons Why. Do you see the similarity and difference?
Yeah, I mean, I see how the similarity and obviously the fact that they both committed suicide and then they left like something to be done. Like Simon left for the like Tumblr post to be sent out and like for everybody to get their revenge on everybody. And then Hannah left the tapes for everybody to like feel bad and like make sure that something happened and that people get what they deserved. But
Yeah.
I get that.
I mean,
but-
you guys
Revenge.
just told me about this. Like, I never like read this or seen
Which is
it,
good.
but-
Wait a few more
Yeah,
years before
yeah.
you read it.
But from what it sounds like okay, it does have similarities to it, but I don't know as much detail as someone who reads it. So
Yeah. And do you think the pressure is too much? Like both stories exemplify like the whole too much pressure on teens, like with Rowan's parents, her, like them scowling on her for trying to hang out with Nate and doing things like that. So do you think the pressure is too much for kids our age?
I feel like there is a lot of pressure because, you know, like we're going into 11th grade and
Exactly.
we're already going to have to decide where we want to go to college.
Yeah.
And like we have to take SATs and that decides like
I
where we go to college. And then
you guys have a lot
it's
of pressure.
like
Like,
the huge,
Yeah.
you know, what are you going to do with your life? Decide right now. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
you get called onto guidance, and they're like, okay, so have you started touring colleges? And I'm like, I don't even know, like, what classes I'm going to take.
Exactly.
Like, I don't even know what time is lunch. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to decide my future right now. So
I mean,
there is,
I'm
like,
young. I'm going to 8th, so I got a while before this
Yeah.
all happens.
there is,
So-
like, a lot of pressure on kids, like, in high school.
Yeah,
Like,
in
this
general,
is deciding your future.
Mm-hmm.
And if you screw this up, like,
There's no making up for it in the end.
yeah.
And like the other
So-
thing is, our parents don't know what it's like to be us because they didn't even deal with like what
Yeah.
Simon did in his. Like he posted revenge on everyone. Like our parents never had to deal with that. It was the newspaper. That was what they posted to.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like it's weird in a sense like that. But
There's like a
does,
lot of things that have changed in school too. Like
Definitely.
a lot of classes are different. They have like different
Sometimes
homework
people act
styles
different.
and
Yeah.
they have to take SATs, and did our parents have to take SATs? I don't think so.
I think they might have, but maybe
Maybe?
only for a year. But I don't even think they had
I have no idea.
MCAS and stuff like
No.
that.
don't
MCAS is
know.
like
No,
standardized
definitely.
testing for a day. But,
That's a lot. It's like a whole day of school just for this like test, so it's like it's
Yeah.
a lot.
Well, anyways, we're going to move on. We have a game to play, so let's take out this balloon. Basically, what's going to happen is I'm going to ask Erin and Amanda a few trivia questions.
Let's get all the
and
stuff off this.
if they don't ring the bell, then and the first person gets it right, then they have to poke this balloon with one of these sticks. But if one of them answers and they say the incorrect answer, they will have to poke the balloon. So either way, they're gonna have to poke this balloon, and it's gonna be very stressful, but it should be good.
Bet you've seen this game. It's
made its appearance before.
yeah.
All right,
Okay.
are you guys ready? Okay, is everyone in fair reach to the bell?
I think so.
Everyone's
Yeah.
fair? No, you gotta move over. Okay. So in both the Breakfast Club,
Hand over it.
oh my God! Okay, no, hands,
sorry.
hands like folded. Do something like that.
Okay.
So in both the Breakfast Club and One of Us is Lying, the teacher is in charge of detention tells both groups to write with a pen and paper. Is this true or false? I didn't see that one.
She got it. She got
okay,
it.
Erin got it.
It's true.
Yes, it's true. So Amanda, you have
man.
to poke the balloon. Oh my God, I'm so scared. I think it's.
Oh man.
You can like hold on to it, I think.
Oh my God, I can't watch.
Hold on.
Is it gonna fall?
Is it not going through? Do like another hole.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, we're
Whoa.
safe. Is that safe?
No, it went through the wrong way.
Yeah. I'm
Just
trying
click
to.
one knob. It like will make a clicking noise.
Are we in?
No, we're not in.
Okay.
I think you have to.
Go. Oh.
Oh no, are we having technical difficulties with the balloon?
Oh no, this is.
Oh.
Oh no.
Okay. Let's get this in.
Oh! Okay, Erin did it. Okay, we're good. All right.
Yeah.
So, next question was, the opening line of this book was a sex tape, a teacher scandal, or a stolen car.
First, like A, I guess. Like
The sex tape?
Yeah.
You're correct.
Okay.
So, Erin, you got, well, I don't know, you were the one who
that?
just did this one, so maybe
No,
Amanda
no,
should do it.
No, I should do it though.
No, it's okay.
I'm so sorry.
Oh my God!
Okay.
Here, take it out a little bit.
So sorry.
So sorry.
So, all right. So the gossip app that Simon created was called "Tell Me More," "No Way," or "About That."
About that.
About that. All right, Amanda, you got to poke the balloon.
Should I do new one or?
Just choose
Do a
whatever one
new
you want.
like hole.
Okay.
Anyways,
gosh.
so the thing that we were talking about was
It goes in really
our
fast.
own.
So.
The thing that we were talking about was in our own high school. We actually had an app similar to that. It was called UChat, I believe, and stuff. It was kind of weird. It was things that like they would send you text messages saying someone in your school posted about you and things like that. So we had a weird little
we didn't
connection,
have
but
We don't have
yeah.
that yet.
The middle school is innocent. We're gonna keep the middle school innocent. That's how it's gonna work here. Anyways, so Addie is only confident in what aspect about herself?
Her hair.
Her hair, Amanda.
I'm doing awful. All right.
It's fine. It's
bring
fine.
these around.
Oh my God, are we hitting? Okay.
Okay, let's just put the book like on the ground. There we go. Okay.
Get it in there. Come on. Oh my God.
Okay.
All right. Now, Cooper really picked up several miles per hour in his fastball in a season. Is this true or false?
True.
Yes, true. Aaron's got to get it. Aaron was fixing the book.
Yeah,
okay,
it's
that's
fine.
a little
I'll give
unfair.
it to you.
All right.
Where am I gonna put it? I want to try to like even it out. And this.
Oh my god, the balloon's staring at me. This is not a good idea. It's going to pop right in my face.
Oh, okay.
Good?
All right,
okay.
yeah, it's in.
All right. So, this is our last question of today. Which social media forum, blog, or board was not mentioned in this story?
Wait,
I didn't even say the option. So,
Oh.
which social media
I think I know
forum
it.
was not mentioned in this story? So, was it 4chan, Reddit, or BuzzFeed?
BuzzFeed? Wait,
Incorrect.
what?
Oh, yes.
Wait.
Yes. Amanda, want to explain?
I don't understand. What?
So what social media was not mentioned in this story? So they mentioned lots of like different social medias, so like stuff like Instagram
Okay.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
Can you say
what
it
was
one more
one?
time?
Which social media forum, blog, or board was not mentioned in this story? 4chan, Reddit, or BuzzFeed?
4.
You both got this wrong. Put another balloon in. It was Reddit.
When did they mention BuzzFeed?
I don't know if they might have when they did all the interviews. Like, you know how when we were talking about like if things were realistic or not and like the
Yeah.
police. I made a conversation
Oh, I'm
that
gonna
I
break
had.
it right now.
Come on, pop it. Actually, don't.
Oh man.
Okay,
It didn't break.
it didn't pop in our face. That's all we care about.
I'll fix this.
All right.
I promise I'll fix this.
Erin's just shocked. She's staying back out of this.
Okay. Oh, can you hold this one?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Sure.
let's.
Yeah. If I didn't mention it already,
fix this.
Lisa Mann, the author
Oh,
of this
yeah.
book, she
Okay.
actually lives in
think I can-
Massachusetts, in Cambridge specifically. And this was her first book that she ever wrote, and it only took her 4 months to actually write it. Are you guys failing on me here?
No.
Maybe. Yes.
Can we just pop it?
Here, let's try one more time.
Someone try to sit on it. Oh, okay, never mind.
I think we can do it.
I don't know, because that's gonna. Oh, it's gonna pop it.
It's gonna pop. Everyone close your eyes.
Oh!
Look at that. We're
Yeah.
masters of this balloon.
Okay, ready?
Oh, you never put yours in.
Yeah.
Okay, the balloon has survived another Read
So
Rant
should
Repeat
we, like-
episode.
Should we keep clicking it until it pops?
Yeah.
Do you want to?
Yes.
All right, I have one more question. Wait,
Oh,
wait.
you broke.
Okay, never mind. We just gotta talk about one more thing.
Okay.
So one last note to leave on. What did you think was realistic, and what did you not think was realistic in this book?
Realistic.
I thought that the whole like kids committing suicide because they're depressed is realistic, but then again, I don't think like what the police did was very realistic.
Yeah.
They
how
didn't
they
really-
acted.
survived.
They didn't really question anybody except for like the kids that were in the room, and they were kind of didn't have a lot of information,
Yeah.
and they started like targeting kids that were
Yeah.
more like
The teacher
liable
just
to.
left the detention like that fast,
Yeah.
and then he's like, then he just walks back in, and then you see a kid on the floor. So it's like that's not realistic. It's just that wouldn't happen.
Yeah, and the whole yellow phone thing too was very like
No.
creepy and not
Yeah.
realistic at all. But I mean, it was very clever. It was very like clever the way that she wrote it.
I like the book.
Yeah. It
I
was
also think that,
overall. It was
like,
a nice book.
The Janae part, I think that was kind of realistic. Like she was really upset and she wouldn't go to class anymore. It's like if your best friend, like, just passed away. So I thought that was realistic. I thought that was
Yeah.
fun.
And her character was a really big shocker, at least for me. Like
Yeah.
when we figured out that she was helping Simon with this whole thing. So.
Are you guys shocked? Like, look at this thing.
That's all Amanda cares about
like,
is the balloon. She'll take it
wow.
home with her tonight.
Yeah.
It was her first book. She also has a second book that just came out. It is not a sequel, and it is called Two Can Keep a Secret. So I think that'll be really cool to read next. And yeah, that's our show for today. Keep on reading and ranting, and don't forget to check out our Instagram at ReadRantRepeat. I'm Emily, and thanks for watching.